Trump can do a lot of things and not lose support from his followers. He can bomb Iran and make a justification for why that is in America's interest. I wouldn't say that's even possible, but the cult of personality is strong. And he can bury the jobs report, and he can fumble the trade negotiations. He can get away with a lot of policy-related things. There's a lot of room to say that it's hard to reform the system or that people should manage their expectations. But something like this, something so ugly and which so epitomizes the corruption of the system, which he swore to fight against, for him to be caught on the carpet like this, lying to everybody, how do you come back from that? And that's what's going to happen next week, is Ro Khanna and the Democrats and Thomas Massie and maybe 100 Republicans are going to vote to force the DOJ to release all the files, and who knows what we're going to find. These are some of the things we got from the existing trove. This is a couple of emails. One of them, this is from, I believe, Daily Mail. It says, during a November 2017 email chain with Epstein, Faith Cates, who co-founded a modeling agency, asked the financier where he was spending Thanksgiving. After a few exchanges, she asked, who else is there? Epstein replied, David Fizell, Hansen, Trump. November 2017. That's Trump's first Thanksgiving in the White House. Are you telling me that Donald Trump had Thanksgiving dinner with Jeffrey Epstein when he was the president? Are you kidding me? That is what is in the files, the 20,000 emails that were released yesterday. We don't even have all of them. And this Department of Justice said the files didn't exist. And they knew that this was in them? Really? How do you expect anybody to ever trust the Trump government ever again? You think that you had the right to bury this? Wouldn't that be pretty relevant if Donald Trump, as the newly elected president, sat down for Thanksgiving, his first one in office, with Jeffrey Epstein, after his labor secretary, Alex Acosta, recently appointed, was the one that gave Epstein the sweetheart deal 10 years prior? That's not in the public interest. That's a non-existent file. You think the public has no right to know? Why do you think they buried the files? It's because this stuff is all over, and this isn't even all of it. Of course now we need to see all of it. Of course now we need to get to the bottom of it. If they were hiding this, and they lied about this, that this even existed, what else are they lying about? What else has been destroyed? This is what exists. This is what they did not shred. Understand, Epstein was arrested 20 years ago. You think all those documents are intact? This is what is left. This is out of the 20,000 files that were released of what is left. You expect the people to trust the Trump government after that? That's like something Trump needs to be subpoenaed for that. Like, obviously, Trump needs to be subpoenaed by Congress. Did you have Thanksgiving dinner with Jeffrey Epstein? Under penalty of perjury, did you have Thanksgiving dinner with Jeffrey Epstein when you were president? Which Trump was Epstein talking about? The public needs to know that, actually. Can this be corroborated? Does he have an alibi? Is this what it's really come to? How sad is that? After Bill Clinton's indiscretion and his corruption, after George W. Bush and the lie in Iraq, after Obama and all of his corruption, Fast and Furious, the Biden administration, their censorship, the COVID vax, all the lies that happened, the lie that was his presidency, that he was even in control. Is this really what it's come to? That Trump is covering this up, lying about it? Now we have to haul his fat ass before a congressional committee and have him testify under oath that he didn't have dinner with Epstein as president? If that doesn't paint a picture for you of what a sad state of affairs this is, I don't know what does. I don't know what other argument can be made. How pathetic that is. Does that not completely betray the fundamental spirit of what this whole thing is about, which is that for 35 years, we don't even know who's in control? And maybe even longer than that. I mean, realistically, ever since JFK was shot in the head, we have no idea who's running this country. There is no sense of legitimacy. There is no faith in the institutions. And why would there be when they always lie and conspire? And when they're always wrapped up in things like this. And Trump is no different. We elected Trump as a reaction to Obama. Obama was elected as a reaction to Bush. What comes after this? And people wonder why I have an appeal. People say, why does this guy have any kind of appeal? Because this is what we have been treated to for my entire life since I was born. That has been the United States of America. I was born in the middle of the Monica Lewinsky scandal, right into 9/11 and the Iraq War, right into Obama, and then all of this. That's why. And every other Generation Z, Gen Alpha feels the same way.